look at Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer. I'm going to switch over guitars here. So I'm going to put this one down, and I'm going to pick up a gorgeous SG, which Alex from Rush, the great 70s, 80s rock band Rush, was known for playing his SG. What kind of SG is this? This is a 1963 Gibson SG Les Paul, an absolutely gorgeous instrument. Sounds like it already. This is this SG. It's got a whammy bar setup on it as well, but this is a gorgeous instrument. And unlike normal SGs, it doesn't weigh a ton. Normally SGs are like a boat anchor. They're just so long, and all the weight is on one side. Wow, what a great instrument. I don't own an SG, but if I owned an SG, I would want it to be something like this, that's just not so hard, and it's got a pretty nice thick neck here on the back rather than a thin little neck. A gorgeous little guitar. So anyway, that's this guitar. Let's learn a few licks from Tom Sawyer. The first one I have written out there, I just have written down as opening guitar riff. Okay, so it starts out with that synth, and then they have the little vocal line there, and then they go into this classic so what are we doing there? All right, let me show you. It's on a low E, and you're going kind of a 16th, 8th pattern. Jo-do-dum. Kind of muted a little bit. Okay, and then I do a rather normal E shape. Regular old E with a three-finger bar here. Be careful not to go down to that first string and catch that note. Okay, so you hit the low note and then the chord. Then you go back to the low note. And then you have this odd shape, which is a little bit of a stretch. So you've got your first finger on the second string at the 5th fret. That E there, okay? Then I've got my second finger way up here on the 5th string, 7th fret. That is a big stretch right there. Third finger on the 4th string, 7th fret, on the A, pinky right underneath him on the D on the 3rd string. So I've got second string, or second finger, third finger, fourth finger right underneath it, and then way over here is that first finger. Again, wow, finger flexibility is really going to help you out. And then I play this chord. And I have this E here, but I also have the open E going too. So let me play those first two chords. Okay. Now the second one, I go back to my lick again. And then I come down here, and I'm playing almost an A suspended, 7th suspended sort of a chord. So it's an A, open A, first finger on the E, on the 4th string, 2nd fret, open G. I got my pinky on the, third finger on the D, 2nd string, pinky on the G, 1st string, 3rd fret. Okay, so that's this chord. So if I added all three of those chords together, you end up with this. Okay. Then the last one of that batch, I hit my low E again. And then I play this chord, which is the same shape that I did up here on the second chord, just down 2 frets. And I still have this open E ringing out. So it's the same shape as the second chord, just moved down 2 frets. So if I played it real slow, those first 4 bars, this opening guitar riff, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. A suspended, C, does it again, and there you go. Now, on the sheet music, it says that he uses a little bit of distortion, which I have a little bit of distortion on here. And it says use a little bit of chorus. So let me turn on a chorus here. Not too much, just a little bit. So a little bit of a chorus, and I'll play it up at tempo. 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's a great classic rock opening riff right there. Now, a little bit later in the song, after he does that a few times, and he goes through some C, B in the bass stuff for a while. That's not what I wanted to focus on. His next main lick happens right before the chorus. In the biz, we call that a pre-chorus. It's a little segment of music that happens before the chorus section of a song. But it's also happens multiple times. So it's not just a part of the verse. It's a pre-chorus, a section that happens before the chorus. A lot of y'all are asking about the price of this guitar. The price of this guitar is $13,500, and this could be yours. So 1963 Gibson SG in pretty stinking good condition. 63, hey, that's before I was born. I'm not even in as good a condition as this is. So someone took some real good care of this. All right, let's take a look at that pre-chorus guitar and bass riff. So this is like the second line of that Tom Sawyer sheet music. Okay? This is an odd little riff. Let me just play it for you first. Odd little riff, but you get the bass playing the same thing. It sounds so cool, especially with Neil Peart on drums. All right, so what's happening here? Low E, and then probably I would play it. I'm not sure how Alex plays it, but I would probably play this second E, middle E there with my second finger, and then my pinky on the B on the 3rd string. So I'm going 6th string, 5th string, 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string. You wouldn't normally think to do that, but look what happens. I've got to play the F sharp right after it. So if I play it normally, then I wouldn't be able to grab that F sharp. So I have to play it like this. Then I can just reach over with my first finger, catch that F sharp, and then I play the E and the B again. So it goes. Then it goes to a G, so I've got to switch my fingers around. Play my G with that second finger, G natural. That leaves my first finger still there to play that E. Again, pinky doesn't move off of that 3rd string B. It goes up to the A there. I'll play it again. Has that boom, 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 boom sort of a feel. All right, that's the first bar of that. The second bar goes E, low E, middle E, B, and then you hit this C, which again I'd probably have to do with my second finger. So that means first finger's back on the E, pinky's still on the B. Switch around again, so now my first finger's going to catch the B. Second finger's going to catch the E underneath that. Again, pinky is just planted there. He doesn't move. A, to B one more time, and I hit a low G with probably my second finger. So if I play all of that together, it ends up being... tempo. Great classic riff, okay? Now, the next riff, oh, we're coming short on time. The next one is this really cool, the synth starts to play this first, and it goes... That's at an odd meter. Just feels weird. Dabo dab and dabo 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 dab and dabo. It just feels like it's missing a beat. Well, it actually is. It's in 7/8. Usually there are 8 eighth notes in a measure. Okay, a measure of 4 would have 2 eighth notes for each beat. You'd end up with 8 eighth notes in a measure. This is a 7/8 bar. So it is literally dropping one of the eighth notes at the end. So let me play the lick for you, and you can hear that. So it goes. So hear how it always sounds like it's jumping that last, because it's missing that last beat. And that's what makes it cool. That's what gives it this whole otherworldly sort of a sound to it. All right, what am I doing there? You're up here at the 7th fret, A on the 4th string, and I would probably play that. I think Alex plays it a little bit differently. It's more comfortable for me to play it like this, with my second finger here on the A, and then pinky on the F sharp on the 5th string, 9th fret. First finger G sharp, back on the 4th string, 6th fret. Second finger on the E, 5th string. So that's first 4. Rather comfortable lick on guitar. Then I go back up to F sharp, and then I've got to stretch down here for the first finger on the 5th string, 5th fret for the D natural. A little bit of a finger twister there if I go real slow. And then it goes back to the A, kind of starts the lick over again. So it plays it again, except it throws in a B on the 6th string on that 7th, 8th note of that thing. I'll do it real slow. 2, 3, 4. That's the lick. Then it does that part again. So basically it just does that lick twice. But since it's dropping that 8th note, it really gets a funky pulse with it. There you go. Rush. 3 classic. And then it goes on to a guitar solo and things like that. But those are kind of the main iconic parts to that. The first one, the opening guitar riff. 2, 3, 4. The pre-chorus guitar riff. And then a little 7/8 lick. Classic, great rock stuff. If you're into Rush, man, they were just the most technical, creative, on the edge, kind of hard rock of that era. Really fun, creative stuff. If you're interested, check out those licks. See if you can get them underneath your fingers. I kind of explained them a little quick there. But you can always go back, look at the PDF. And again, I got that PDF right out of the stuff we're offering this month. Okay, Rush. So these will only be available for the next, I don't know, till the end of the month. So about another 10 days or so. So if you're interested and like Rush, these come with play-alongs. There's actually a guy doing a video lesson of it as well. And then on this one, it's every guitar part written out in tab and music notation. Great resources. Great resources. Brilliant stuff. Let's try and get you good stuff. I don't always find it, but that one we found some good stuff on. And also, I'm going to lean on our moderators here. There's also, I found one of our guys this today shot me an email and said that iVideo songs, I think is what they are. There's actually a video of Alex explaining how he plays in depth Tom Sawyer. So the link for that is Doug, Neil. Find that link. I think I sent it to you, and put that up. That's a great free video on YouTube. And you have actually the guy that plays it, great, humble guy, just talking about how he played the lick and how he played these various songs. Great resource. So look that up. You can look it up on YouTube too. Just look under Tom Sawyer, Rush, Alex, Life's a Lesson. And it's just him explaining for an hour. It's almost an hour long what he does exactly on that song. His fingerings are a little bit different than mine, so I can't complain. He's the guy that wrote it. So there you go. All right. That is a little bit of Tom Sawyer.